It's time for another Mezco video.
Holy Golden Age 2-pack Batman. Today we're looking at the Mezco 1/12 Collective Golden Age Batman Two-Face 2-pack from Mezco Toys. This box art is fantastic. Old classic image of Batman on the front. Nice to see that fantastic old school logo slapped up there in the left. On the one side of the box, you have a really cool old school image of Batsy, while on the other side, you have an equally cool picture of Two-Face. And on the back, we have an image that this 2-pack is supposed to be based off of. It's from 1953's Batman issue number 81, page 1. Two-Face's head looming large and in charge above that of Batman, and oh look, it's the Boy Wonder just off to the side there. A hideous face split down the middle, a heart twisted and warped with hate, a brain packed with deceit and cunning. These are the trademarks of one of the most amazing criminals ever to stalk the Gotham City underworld. The man called Two-Face. Now he's back, more dangerous than ever. Back with a lust for strange revenge that challenges every nerve and fiber of the gallant crime fighters Batman and Robin, the Boy Wonder, in the story called Two-Face Strikes Again. So let's flip open the top here and we see Batman's box is clearly on the bottom and Two-Face is clearly on the top. It's just yoink. Oh, you know what? This is two separate boxes. Well, I wasn't expecting that. For some reason, I thought they'd be in a single box that kind of opened up and bookend in the middle, and then you'd see each figure in their side of the respective packaging. Well, that's neat. This just makes it so much easier for the scalpers to sell this on eBay. So as you can see, the front and the back of Two-Face's box are exactly the same. On the one side, though, you've got the Harvey Dent face, and on the other, you have the villainous Two-Face, the disfigured Dementor. And for the Batman box, you've got Batman on the front, the same image as the front of the box, and on the back, again, it is also the same. You have half of Batman's face here, and the other half of Batman's face there. Alright, so let me just get both these guys out of their package and set up, and I'll be right back. Okay, and the Batman and Two-Face are now out of the packaging, and oh man, that's so much stuff. Okay, let's go through it all, one by one. The Batman comes with 5 interchangeable heads, 4 masked, and 1 Bruce Wayne. A separate bat mask that can either hang over his back or he can just hold it in his hand. A 2-way bat radio that's hidden inside of his utility belt buckle there. A total of 10 interchangeable hands, 3 different Batarangs, a breathing apparatus, and 2 3D punch effects. He also comes with 2 Batarangs on ropes, as well as 2 bat bolos. And of course, the fantastic looking bat emblemed action figure base with the posy arm and the little tiny Ziploc bag for you to put all the stuff in that you're not going to use currently. Darn, that is a lot of stuff to come with Batman. And Two-Face's little collection of goodies isn't too shabby either. He comes with a total of 3 interchangeable heads, 13 interchangeable hands, some dynamite in a suitcase. I guess you could kind of call that a boombox. Along with 4 switchblades, 4 coins, and 4 coins in mid-flip. And finally, we have the bandages that you can use to cover his face, the action figure base, as well as the bendy arm, and the little Ziploc bag. Wow, and now that we've waded through 4 minutes of intro packaging and this is everything that came in the box, let's look at them both in hand individually, starting with the Batman, who looks, I really like this. He looks just like he jumped out of the comic book. All of the heads look really great on the body, as you can see. You have the Bruce Wayne head that looks very much like Bruce Wayne from the comic books, as Dick Sprang drew him. Looks fantastic. And any of the Batman heads that you might be looking at, there's the angry expression, there is the kind of stern expression, there's a bit of a cheeky expression, and then there's also a straightforward expression. All of those are really well done.
I really do like the skin tone and all the details, and all of the head sculpts have been painted really, really well, so absolutely no complaints there.
As mentioned before, that little tiny radio transmitter that attaches to his belt buckle does just that. It just goes boop in there, just like that. And yes, you have to make that sound when you put it in every time. Boop. The symbol is just printed onto the fabric, but it's like a, you know what? It's like a transfer, actually. It's some sort of transfer onto the gray fabric of his suit here. The trunks portion of Batman's suit, as well as this fantastic looking cape, are made out of like a pleather, like a fake leather. Or is it suede? No, it's a fake leather, because the inside, this is definitely a material. This is nice, though. This is a very soft material. And you can see that it's been stitched really well. That is a fantastic sewing job. And I do quite like how the inside of the cape is a brighter blue in comparison to the outside, but yet the trunks match the gauntlets, and the color of the blue for the boots is matched perfectly. I love the sculpt of these boots too. They look really classic 66 TV show / comic book of the day kind of boots. He's even got little tiny heels on the bottom of his feet. If you pull the cape down over his shoulders, you can also see the neck piece of his suit here is the same color as the cowl. It's color matched really well. I really like that. And the cape is wired too, if you hadn't noticed, so there will be posability there. Long gone are the days of Mezco 1/12 using those stupid cape clips. I will mention that the wires are not in every scallop. Like the edges obviously each have a wire, but then the next scallop doesn't, and then the next one does, and the next one doesn't, and the middle one does, and so on and so forth all around the cape. And on the back of Batman's utility belt, it actually changes to pouches, which makes sense because he did have pouches back there for fitting the larger items that he would carry that wouldn't typically fit inside of a capsule. He's also pretty well articulated, I've found, just like the rest of the Mezco figures, with the waist and the torso having ample lifelike articulation. That's really good. I like that. And the arms have a lot of articulation. The biceps are going to be on that 360 swivel. You got double jointed elbows that crunch up. Those are satisfactory for me. You've got the wrists on the rounded hinge with the little peg. Lots and lots of articulation. The head obviously is on a peg, and you can see that because that's how you change every single head. There is no articulation down here at the bottom of the cowl, which would be expected. And then down here in the groin, you've got rounded ball joints inside the legs there. There's also some round swivelly motion up there at the top of the thigh. Double jointed knees for doing all of his bat balls knees. What I was trying to say is it's good to have double jointed knees so that he can knee into junk. Not you or me, but like Two-Face. The top of the boots also have some rotation there, and then you've got obviously the ball joint in the ankle, which gives actually a pretty darn good range of articulation, all things considered, and nothing in the toe. So I really do very much like this Batman figure. It really looks like that early Batman based off of Dick Sprang's artwork, who would be, I think, the second person to draw Batman. Bob Kane, obviously, who was the co-creator of Batman, started off with his artwork, but it was really Dick Sprang who gave Batman that square-jawed look and really just brought a lot of the Batman's designs into something that we would recognize today as a very classic visual style. And next we have Two-Face, a character whom, surprise, he's already been done. I already reviewed him in the past. Feel free to watch that video if you like. That one came with guns. Up close and personal, this Two-Face figure looks really fantastic. You got the classic purple suit on the one side and the orange on the other, with the green face as mentioned and not the purple one. I actually kind of like the green face better than the purple one. Hang on a minute. What are you doing? Just hold on a second. Shut up. Just wait a minute. Whoa, I think that looks a lot better than the one that came on the body. I just like the green, and the green breaks up the black and the purple a lot. To keep it there or not to keep it there? That is indeed the question, isn't it? Two-Face's suit is really wonderfully done. I will say the bow tie really kind of scares me a little bit by the fact that I can see the roll kind of ends right there. So that's the only thing that I feel like. I don't think it's going to fall apart. I just kind of wish the roll ended behind the bow tie and not sort of on top of it. But other than that, this figure looks really darn good. He's got his white shirt underneath there, Looks like it's all starched and everything, ready for court or for murdering people. He's got one brown shoe and one black shoe. Apparently, his mama never taught him how to match shoes. The belt loops are just sculpted onto the belt rather than being separate pieces that the belt then goes through as part of the pants. The inside of his jacket has a nice little liner on the inside there. They didn't really have to do that, but they did. The fabric for his suit is actually kind of suity. It's like suity fabric. The suit fabric suits the suit. As for those head sculpts, there's one that just looks really angry, like all teeth showing, so that means he's really upset. And then there's one with only half the teeth showing and the other half of the mouth is closed. So that just means only half of him is upset. He's just like a little pissed. And then you've got the Harvey Dent face sculpt, which I can't put my finger on it, but I think that it kind of reminds me of, is it Willard? Does it remind me of Willard? No. Sean Penn. Yeah, maybe a little. So just how posable is Two-Face in his suit jacket? Well, the head, that does a dibbity-dobbity-bibbity-bobbity on that great big peg, does a good job. Now, the suit jacket, just like if you're wearing a real suit jacket, is going to get in the way of any kind of real mobility of any kind on account of the fact it's a suit jacket, and you're not really meant to play football or go for a jog in it, let alone run around and do supervillain stuff. It will have bicep swivels and double-jointed elbows, but it's really hard to actually show you what it's capable of within the suit, and I don't want to take off the suit jacket because it's a pain in the testicles to get it back on the figure. The torso has rounded ball joint, and the waist has articulation, so I would say this is actually a very articulated figure, but you might have to sacrifice some of that because of the suit jacket. If you want him to be wearing a crazy suit, then you got to be able to not have him be quite as posable. I could have said that a lot smoother. Take two. So I would say that this figure has quite a lot of upper torso articulation, but you're probably going to have to sacrifice some of that on the altar of style, because Two-Face's sweet orange and purple jacket actually will get in the way of a lot of it. As for his legs, well, I mean, the trousers, again, part of the suit, gonna get in the way there, so that's a thing. It's gonna have, it has ample, like, swivelly rotation, double-jointed knees, ankles that do all of the things that we want them to do, and then he's got the he's wearing the socks. Does he have any articulation at the top of the socks? No, but neither do I, so I can't really hold it against him, can I? All in all, a fantastic figure, one that I'm super stoked came in this 2-pack, and yet again, Mezco has done a fantastic job representing a classic Golden Age character based on Dick Sprang's artwork. Both Batman and Two-Face look awesome possum. Anywho, so what do I think about this here Batman and Two-Face Golden Age action figure 2-pack from Mezco 1/12 Collective? I love it. I think that it is one of Mezco's finest. I say keep bringing them. Keep sending us these Golden Age 2-packs, because there is always a market for that kind of thing. Like, who doesn't want a classic Golden Age Superman or Wonder Woman or Green Lantern or Flash? I know that's technically Mezco treading the same ground over and over again, because Mezco gave us the first release of Superman and then the Red Son of Superman, and then they got another one coming. They also gave us Christopher Reeve. And then as far as Batman goes, I mean, oh, how I shall count the Batmans they have given us. As is, like, every company that gets their hand on the DC license, they're like, woo! I got a license to print money. With the Batman here and a Batman there. Wave your Batman in the air, shake your derriere. Anyway, what do you think of this video? I really enjoyed making it. Hopefully you found this video to be a useful, interesting waste of time for the time that you watched it. Hopefully if you did, then you'll be nice enough to leave a like and maybe a comment down below. And if not, hey, thanks for stopping by. If you made it this far, you are a true super friend. And I will see you with the next one. Have yourself a super awesome DC day, everybody, and take care.